The Vikings brought in a cornerback on Monday, and his name is James Pierre. Honestly, I didn't know who Pierre was until the Vikings signed him. He is Lamar Jackson's cousin, which is pretty cool. But Pierre has a connection with the current Vikings defensive coaching staff. He was with Gerald Alexander in Pittsburgh. For those who don't know who Gerald Alexander is, the Vikings brought him in as the DB's coach and the defensive pass game coordinator. He was Pittsburgh's DB's coach in 2025 and an assistant as well from 2022 to 2023. I believe I got those years right there. But James Pierre was also with Brian Flores in 2022, the year before Flores came to Minnesota to be the defensive coordinator. But as for Pierre, 6'2", 185 pounds, 29 years old, ladies and gentlemen, this is your cornerback 3 for 2026. Defensively, he just played 377 snaps last year, but when he was on the field, PFF loved him. In terms of grading out, he had an 86.8 overall grade, which was second among cornerbacks, and an 89.7 coverage grade, which ranked first among cornerbacks. He allowed, I believe, a 45.7% completion percentage, and this is also important as well. He played in 45% of the Steelers' special team snaps, so the Vikings are also getting a player that can contribute on the special team. So this is exactly what the Vikings were looking for and needed in terms of adding depth to that secondary and raising the floor of the overall room. And also, this doesn't rule out the Vikings from drafting a cornerback as well with one of their top 100 picks. So this is kind of like the contract numbers are low, 2 years as well, but it could end up paying off and being kind of a steal as well for the Vikings. It kind of reminds me in a way of the Isaiah Rodgers signing last year. Isaiah Rodgers ended up being the team's second cornerback, the cornerback number 2, and this year's starters are probably going to be Byron Murphy Jr. and Rodgers, but you do have a solid cornerback number 3 behind them. And the Vikings, if they draft a guy, that guy could become the cornerback number 3. But like I said, this does a lot for the cornerback room. I actually do like this signing a lot. And as for the Vikings, they have been quiet so far in free agency. I mean, that is not surprising to me whatsoever. I mean, last year, I believe they signed Rodgers on the first day and then spent a lot of money the next few days, which I don't expect the Vikings to spend that much as they did last year, but they are still going to go out and make some moves to help improve this roster. But James Pierre, a real solid signing here on Monday, and I'm a fan of it.